Welcome students to our course Plant Hormones, and today related to this course we will discuss fourth and last topic of this course, and the title of this topic is cytokinins. We have to discuss their introduction, how and where they were discovered, and what important physiological roles they impart in plants. Cytokinins are a group or class of plant growth hormones. They promote cell division, or which we also say cytokinesis, in both plant roots and shoots. These hormones are basic in nature. As compared to gibberellic acid or auxins, they are acidic. But cytokinins are a category of hormones which are basic in nature. There are two types of cytokinins, adenine type and phenylurea type. In adenine type, there is kinetin, which is the common cytokinin, zeatin, and 6-benzyl aminopurine. These are adenine type. Phenylurea type, where the phenyl group is present, it is diphenylurea and thidiazoron, TDZ, which is commonly known as TDZ. As far as their discovery is considered, in 1913, Haberland found a compound in phloem that stimulates the cell division, but at that time it was not known as cytokinin. Then in 1941, Van Overbeek, he also found that in coconut milk, which is the endosperm of a coconut fruit, it has this milk has, or this endosperm, it has also capability to stimulate cell division whenever it was used in culture media. Then in 1954, Jablonski and Sukuk, they found in vascular tissues the compound which promote the cell division. And later, all these compounds were found, they were actually related to this hormone, that is cytokinin. And the first this kinetin or cytokinin, it was isolated from a silverfish, from the sperm of this silverfish, herring sperm. And it was first isolated by Miller in 1955, and that compound which induce cell division, it was named as the kinetin. Then Miller in 1961 first found naturally occurring cytokinin in maize, and maize, and later it was called as zeatin. So these are the naturally occurring cytokinins. You can see here the basic nature of this kinetin. You can see having this benzene ring, and OH group is associated. OH group is, this is the structure of zeatin, cis and trans structure. So students, first naturally occurring cytokinin found in plants is zeatin. You have to remember this. This is very important point, and it was first isolated or found in zea mays, so its name was zeatin. Then as far as chemical structure is concerned, adenine aminopurine ring having this at the nitrogen 6 side chain is attached. So we see in different cytokinins, it is actually the side chain, degree of side chain, and number of carbons in the side chain. Otherwise, basic skeleton is same in all the amino acids, but side chain varies in different. So you can see in kinetin, you can see single this 5-membered ring, it is a side chain, but in trans-zeatin you can see the structure of side chain. Likewise in isopentyl adenine, or in case of benzyl adenine, side chain varies. Otherwise, basic structure is same in all these cytokinins. Then you can see here, when with cytokinin, sugars are associated. Free forms are most hormonally active. They are free, but many have sugars attached to make molecules more inactive, and they are useful for transport. For example, when sugar is, it is known ribocytes, ribotides, glycosides. That means they remain also associated with sugar group, but free forms are more active. Generally, where they are synthesized in root apical meristems, but also found in root caps, in ovules, in phloem cells, leaf axils, even inflorescence tip, fruits as well as seeds. That means the position or the sites where they are synthesized. They are transported, or how they move. Cytokinins move up the plant through the xylem. That means xylem is the root. But we see as contrast or as compared to auxin moves from top down, but it moves up through the xylem. We see some signal in the root. Shoot can also induce cytokinin transport from the root. It was also found. Then what are the different physiological roles which cytokinin play in plants? Cell division, one of the important role, root and shoot meristem, growth, cell differentiation, that means induction of xylem, phloem, leaf senescence, they delay leaf senescence or inflorescence growth, then nutrient mobilization, cotyledon expansion, and they overcome apical dominance, they don't induce, and even seedling morphology, they play important role. Let us say cell division, they stimulate, as no cytokinins are associated, one of the important function, that is cell division. Auxins and cytokinins, they influence the activity of actually the cyclin dependent protein kinases, CDKs and cyclins. These both proteins, they regulate the transition between G1 to S and G2 to mitosis stage in the cell cycle. That means these proteins, actually we know during interphase DNA is replicated, then we see other phases takes place and cell is divided, one cell is divided into two. We see cytokinins, they regulate they influence the formation of dependent these CDKs. So we see they activate CDKs and cyclins through phosphorylation and allow transition between these phases, and we see cell division takes place. The next is root and shoot meristem. We see optimum levels of cytokinin are needed for normal cell division. Root, when cytokinin is overabundance, it inhibits cell division, but in shoot, cytokinins promote cell division. So we see this is one of the important, you can see in this picture how cytokinins, they induce shoot growth, shoot meristem, and in root meristem you can see their low levels, they also show root growth. Another important cell differentiations, we see auxin cytokinins, ratio of auxin to cytokinin, they affect the cell differentiation mostly in callus cultures. What is callus? You know, callus is undifferentiated mass of cells, which we see after culturing many explants on culture medium in tissue culture. Then we see if in the medium auxin ratio is more, auxins are more than cytokinin, we see root formation takes place. But when there is more cytokinin, shoot formation takes place. So we see auxin cytokinin ratio, it is involved in cell differentiation. It was found by Sukuk and Miller in 1965. Then as far as leaf senescence is concerned, we know cytokines, they delay leaf senescence, and leaf fall, they delays this this leaf aging, they delay. You can see here this is a green leaf, this is yellow leaf. When this is put in a cytokinin solution, we see it remains green. That means delay of degradation of chloroplast, because you know green, it is because of having good chlorophyll, photosynthesis takes place, chloroplast is in the good form, but when degradation takes place, it will become yellow. So we see cytokinins increase the growing season for agriculture purpose. So this is one of the important aspect. It was found by Richmond and Lang in 1957. So this effect is known as Richmond and Lang effect. While cytokinins, they delay leaf senescence, leaf aging, leaf death, leaves remain green up to long time. So this effect is known as Richmond and Lang. Then you can see here in this picture, delayed leaf senescence help plants recover from environmental signs. These stresses, drought, flooding. You can see before drought, then after spray of cytokinin, how they appear green. You can see 2 weeks drought, totally dried, but cytokinin application, they remain green. So cytokinin play important role in delaying SAM. Then cotyledons, seeds, they have cotyledons. They promote cytokinin expansion in cotyledon group. They extend the cell wall. We see differs from auxin expansion. Unlike auxin, here we see no proton extrusion through the cell wall happens. It just increases the cotyledon growth, expands cotyledon. Then it overcomes apical bud dominance. That means it is antagonistic to hormone interaction between cytokinin and auxins. Auxins, they induce apical dominance. You can see here bushy nature of a plant, because here cytokinin stimulates growth of axillary buds. When axillary buds grow, they also branch. So we see inhibition of shoot elongation. Shoot doesn't only elongate, but here we see axillary buds, they grow, they proliferate, and plant becomes bushy. But auxins, they restrain growth in axillary. That means they promote apical dominance. But we see cytokines, they overcome apical dominance. So this is one of the important. Then seedling morphology. We see when seeds are or seedlings, they grow in dark conditions. We see they become yellow. That is known as etiolation. Etiolated leaves. When these yellow leaves, they are treated with cytokinin, they produce active chloroplast after illumination. So we see dark seedlings when treated with cytokinin, we see they produce normal shortened hypocotyle, expanded cotyledons, and we see their development of chloroplast takes place. They grow normal. So we see seedling morphology. They also inhibit seedling morphology, especially in etiolated conditions. When they are treated, they become normal. They form good chloroplast. Thank you very much.